Our friend, Senator John Kennedy, is with us. Senator, how are you, my friend?
I'm well. The melodrama continues on the shutdown. I think it was Mama Gump who said, "Stupid is as stupid does." This is also pointless. We the Republicans, have asked to extend the status quo, the current budget, for 7 more weeks so we can continue to talk about a permanent one. No strings attached, no conditions, just give us 7 more weeks to continue to negotiate. And
it's called a CR, and that is you fund the government at current levels. And Democrats, for years have always pushed that, and tried to blame Republicans. And now they're demanding $1.5 trillion, including monies for health care for illegals, for a 7-week extension.
In return for them agreeing to our request that we just extend the status quo for 7 weeks, they are demanding that we agree to make the federal government $1.5 trillion bigger. Give them $1.5 trillion. Now, I'm not going to vote for that. My mother didn't raise a fool, and if she did, it was one of my brothers. There's no way. And if they cut it in half, I wouldn't vote for that. They're just not serious, and we're going to sit here until they come to their senses. I don't want it, but in the meantime, President Trump and the rest of those are just going to continue to reduce the size of government.
Senator, I could play every prominent Democrat, but more importantly, the person I can play the most over the years, speaking out so passionately against government shutdowns, is the minority leader from New York, Chucky Schumer. And I think there's a very logical reason why Chuck Schumer has turned on a dime. I think Chuck Schumer sees that his political grip on power is evaporating. And if he doesn't give in to this radical wing of his party, your friend AOC and others, that he is going to be out. And he's likely going to be out as leader of the Democrats anyway. But if she runs against him, she's going to clobber him in New York. Well,
some shutdowns are policy-based. This is not one of them. This is based on politics. The loon wing, the Bolshevik wing, the Hamas wing, the socialist wing, whatever you want to call it, is in ascendancy. They're now in charge. Senator Schumer wants them to love him, or at least like him. They don't, and they never will. And the person really in charge is Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez. She's about to elect a socialist mayor of New York. Mr. Mamdani is going to win that race. And her wing of the party is clearly calling the shots. And all Chuck's doing is trying to make them love him. And they will never love him unless he just does everything they want. I'm not going to give in. I don't care what the others do. I'm just like a Missouri mule on this. I'm sitting my butt down in the mud, and I'm not budging. If the Democrats want to come to their senses, they can. If they don't, then I'm happy as a clam at high tide. They can just keep this thing shut down.
Let me talk a little bit. I've never asked you this question, and I find you fascinating because you come on the program, and I asked you one time, I said, does this come out in the moment? Is this extemporaneous, or do you spend a lot of time thinking about it?
5 minutes before an interview, I stop, and I really start thinking about how I'm going to answer the questions, whatever they might be. This is the way I talk in public and the way I talk in private. This is the way I think. Writing is painful for me, but God blessed me with a good memory. And when I read a clever turn of phrase, I will remember it. I don't know why. That's just the way the good Lord made me. And I don't have a joke writer. I don't have anybody who writes my speeches, so I can't blame this stuff on anybody else. It is what it is.
Lame. I'd want all the credit in the world. I wish my brain worked like yours. I love it.
Well, not everybody agrees with you, Sean. A guy wrote the other day on social media. He said, Kennedy, I hate you. You remind me of my second wife. I thought that was.
Let me go over a couple of more of your sayings here. You said, always follow your heart, but take your brain with you. I'm not going to bubble wrap it. The water in Washington, D.C. won't clear up until you get the pigs out of the creek. I have the right to remain silent, but not the ability. Common sense is illegal in Washington, D.C. I know. I've seen it firsthand. I'll give one more. I believe that we're going to have, we're going to get some new conspiracy theories. All the old ones have turned out to be true. Wow. Very funny.
I'll tell you a 15-second story. I almost got sent to reform school one time. I was asked about to compare Schumer and McConnell. And I said, here's what you need to know. They have a lot in common. Each is smart, each is tenacious, and each could probably lose his place during sex. To reform school for that one.
This is what makes you special and unique. Usually in the upper chamber, most senators don't have the courage to speak their mind. I do have a question, though. Sure. When you talk to your Democratic colleagues, what are those conversations like? I mean, are there some that you get along with, some that you have fun with, some that you go out to dinner with, some that you argue with? I mean, what are those relationships like?
I get along with all of them. Probably maybe a third of them wear their politics on the sleeve. In other words, they're just self-righteous. They know they're right, and they're angry to varying degrees if you don't agree with them. Another group, they're willing to listen. And then you've got another group that say they're willing to listen, but they're going to do what they're told. And right now, what they're told to do is being dictated by the socialist wing of the party. They're scared.
They really are. You sense they're scared. Quick break, right back. More with our favorite senator from Louisiana, John Kennedy, is with us. Well, the Democrats realize this is going very badly for them, that there's a backlash against this Schumer shutdown?
Oh, they do know. But as long as their base is satisfied for the moment, and by the base I mean the socialist wing of the party, they feel like they can take the pain. To hell with the country and the American people. I'm sorry. That's what this is all about. It's not about policy. And they're going to destroy, I believe in a two-party system. They're going to destroy the Democratic Party if someone doesn't stand up to these folks and say, all of you people on the left who took a hard left and kept driving, you folks are crazy as a bedbug. And we're not going to follow you anymore.
The only one that seems to be willing to do that is John Fetterman. And a poll came out today that shows Democrats in Pennsylvania don't like him, like 60% are against him.
Yeah, but if you look at Fetterman's poll numbers overall with all the voters, he's got a 6% approval rating.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, but Democrats, they seem to be embracing crazy. I mean, look at Zoran Kami, Marxist Mamdani. It looks like he's going to win.
I mean, did you ever think that we would elect a mayor of New York City, which has the largest Jewish population in the United States, one of the largest in the world, who does not like Jewish people? He sided with Hamas. And the
global intifada, wouldn't condemn it forever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, gosh, what has happened to our country? What's happened in New York City? But it's true, and that's what's driving this train, Sean.
Well, I got to tell you, it's been a pleasure to get to know you. The one and only Senator John Kennedy from the great state of Louisiana. Senator, we appreciate you. Thanks for fighting the good fight every day, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks so much.